Hey everybody, Brian Good here. Another update of Snow Talk, closing in on 1 o'clock in the morning on this Monday. We're here all night watching the radar trends, keeping an eye on things so that everybody can get out the door early in the morning with no major problems for the roadways. I will say right off the bat, we're getting reports of some snow and it's sticking at times, especially in I-71. I got a report there of it sticking, so I use some caution even for the next couple of hours if we're heading out earlier than the normal rush. Here's the latest look at the radar. See these areas of snow breaking out. Now, it's not all snow everywhere. The radar is interpreting it as snow, but in some spots it is more of a sleet issue mixing in. And at times, even in Louisville, though, we're getting big flakes and it is accumulating, depending on where you are within the metro. And this is all snow still coming down and accumulating slowly. But some heavier snow bands developing to the west. We'll take a look at that here in a second. We use this sometimes, so we don't show it on air a lot because it's really complicated to explain. We call this a correlation coefficient. This tells us the size and shape, basically, of the particles that fall through the atmosphere. Whenever we see them all uniform, it tells us it's one precip type. It's all snow. Where you see them bright in color, that's more of a mixture that can be taking place. Some sleet at times, and we're seeing that located. It's hard to tell near Louisville because, again, the radar is right here, so it's a little misleading. But overall, the rain, sleet, snow line, it's still draped right across the Louisville area. And you can see that uniform color to the north, so it's mainly a snow event now across Indiana, but that's what we use to help determine rain and sleet and snow, because again, sometimes this radar image here is not always the best. Here in Louisville, went outside the station a few moments ago, big flakes coming down. It's not gone back to more of a sleet mixture. I did tape this video. This is my windshield on my car, and yeah, I know, I couldn't resist. I had to do that. But yeah, again, it's not a whole lot, but it is sticking to kind of a sleet snow combination. And you look at the lights above the satellite dishes, you can see that combination still taking place around the area. So kind of a mixture coming through the area. I got my scraper ready to use when I leave the station later this morning. All right, this is a wider view of the system. You can see, it's just now beginning to phase. We're already seeing signs of that phasing taking place as that low develops here over Alabama into Georgia. It's going to track right over the Appalachians and head off to the north and east. The back side of it here is where we're going to get these deformation bands of snow. And at times, those darker blues that we're going to watch, that's where you're going to get those heavier snow amounts. This is going to fade off the radar soon. This is going to be the main band of snow that'll take over, and then again, this will disappear. Closer to home, we're waiting to see how this snow band will play out for us as it moves in toward areas of Louisville in the next 2 to 3 hours. This snow band trying to enhance as well in southern Illinois will work its way into southern Indiana. So we're just now starting on what appears to be several hours of bands of snowfall coming through. So at that point, temperature is going to be crucial. It's now sticking certainly in spots, elevated objects, car tops, rooftops, and even some untreated roads like side neighborhoods. We'll start to see some grassy accumulations and even on the roadways. Now, the best chance to get on the main roadways is going to be in this zone here where you're now approaching 32, if not lower. But now notice the Mesonet sites east of Louisville getting close to 32. Hardinsburg, Louisville down to E-Town down to 34. It should slow down dramatically. We saw a big drop this evening, but now we're going to see things really slow down on this drop. These numbers are going to be about a degree every hour or two from here on out. So it's not going to be as dramatic as what we saw this evening for the overnight period, but temperatures we're going to be tracking carefully. Here is the latest RUC model. It's our best short-range model we have when it comes to models, because otherwise you just nowcast and you look at the weather balloon soundings when they come in. But the rapid refresh does help things out in the short term. It does not tell you where the rain and snow is. We have to look at that on a different screen, but I can tell you that at this point at 12:30 in the morning, it's still picking up the mixture transition zone right across the Louisville area in northern Kentucky, and this is all snow all to the north. As we head into, notice by the way, it said 35 at midnight. We're already 34, so it's off slightly. As with the 5 in the morning, you can see this is where the main area of sleet will likely be taking place. And with moderate snow probably on the northern edge of that, and still pockets of moderate snow in areas of Indiana at 5 in the morning. But everybody north and west here of the parkways is in that zone. We're going to watch it for 6 spots developing. As we head into about 9 in the morning, still areas of some moderate snow, mainly along and east of I-65, heading up into Ohio. Notice the temperature drop pretty drastic here, so there's going to be worsening in the road conditions as temperatures drop throughout the morning. We'll see a break. Maybe some sun, but I do think we'll have more snow showers that work their way in toward the afternoon and evening that could cause some problems. All right, snow map. Not going to adjust this for this update. I still think with this banding of snow, between now and say 4 or 5 in the morning, there's still a chance to get some 4, maybe 5 inch totals out of that 4-inch probably will be the max the way it's looking now in this zone, but we'll watch that. It's the secondary I'm watching too, because there's a good setup here for a good 4-inch plus band. That's why it's a darker shading of blue that is found here on the east side of Louisville through northern Kentucky. We'll watch that for that potential. And still see a chance here, certainly for 2 to 4. To the south, again, I'm going to go on the low end of 2 right now until we see how the banding happens and how quickly you can drop and transfer over to snow. But I got you in the caution area of up to 4 potentially if you transfer over quicker than normal, and then it drops off quite a bit for our southern county. So that's your late night updates. I'm here all night. We'll keep an eye on things. Be careful on the roads and keep those snow reports coming. #Wave3Snow.